with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Racist. Racist. I'm sure she learned her lesson after that.
Solo then. We have a lot to discuss.
I'm happy that there's a lot of that now he's found purpose. You know what I mean? I feel like this is the moment with a lot of Final Fantasy heroes, or a lot of them are like, you know, stuck in their own world and in their own problems, but then they find out that there's like a bigger injustice happening in the world, and then they go, oh, I need to. They have more. They have more now. They have more to do, to live for. I think Titus goes through something like that in X, when he's like, oh, I don't want... Oh, God, no, I shouldn't spoil it. But he sees that there's, like, problems happening in Spira that he's like, oh, I need to look outward. Cloud kind of goes through that. 12, not really. I think everyone's already pretty mired in it. Zidane, 110%. Squall, I would say, is already mired in it. So, yeah, something to unite and fight for. But I think that's always such a wonderful moment. So that's a moment that good old Clive shares with Zidane and Titus. Yeah, I'll read through this on my own. I just wanted to see... Ultima? Ultima's thralls? Twisted glowing blue creatures that awaited Clive and Jill deep within Phoenix Gate to try and prevent them from gaining the innermost recesses of the Apoditry. Ultima! What do you mean you didn't add Lady Hannah here? Oh no, there she is. There she is. Oh... She's so pretty. I'm so upset that they killed her.
You are always welcome.
Thank you, Harpocrates. I love you. Thank you, Peepaw. Gotta talk to Peepaw first. Sid. Sid, my friend just died. Joe.
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
How about we run through this door? Best of both worlds.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
Aw. He's getting all sassy now.
There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead.
That's pretty soon, based on your magic usage.
And the answers you were looking for?
Did you betray me?
I still don't know.
That's the next question I have for you.
This gift, curse, or whatever it is.
See the difference a new outfit can make? Look how much more life is in his body.
But there is one thing
a new outfit can change everything.
I am a dominant Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin.
Oh, good line, good line, good line. All right, everyone, put this in your journals now. Put this in your journals now.
It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me.
Wow.
Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, wow.
atonement then, is it?
Whoa.
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
And you know what I'm
You
thinking?
both to pull your weight.
We gotta take over Rosaria. And that could be a place for freedom.
A sprinkle of fire and ice. This plan of mine.
With a sprinkle of fire and ice.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind.
Yes, the theme.
Sneak into the Imperial capital
What?
and pay a visit to Mother.
Mom or Mothercrystal? The music. Oriflame. Oh,
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
oh.
Without their yield, we'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Is this my count? Is this the council? Oh. Ugh, this man's sniffing his poppy seeds.
Yes.
Oh, so this is the emperor.
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
Oh.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Crystalline dominance?
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that...
Oh.
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at
That was a funny sound effect that they just had.
the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these,
This music.
lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands.
That's true. One of the hardest parts about perpetuating a war is supplies.
The
Feeding your
Empire
army.
bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men.
This is funny. This is funny.
Sanbreque
Characteristic.
is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Interesting.
You cannot mean a war of conquest.
What do you mean you cannot mean a war of conquest? We've been at a war of conquest.
It is time we expanded our dominion.
Ah, the Sanbreque Manifest
It is
Destiny.
the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
This voice sounds really familiar. God, he sounds like Vane from 12. I wonder if this is the same voice actor. Vane Solidor. Interesting. Do you have any special powers, sir? I know your son is the Bahamut. The Bahamut. You know what? I will say this. This emperor here, I wish that they switched the models and the design of the emperor from 15 and this emperor. I just feel like that emperor fits this vibe a little bit more. Also, that design for the emperor in 15 was really super duper cool, and I wish that they didn't do what they did there. Oh yeah, this is my mom's. This is my stepdad.
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of
Stepdad.
If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the holy capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds.
Huh.
Bahamut's strength will be needed again.
Bahamut. The Bahamut.
As you command.
The Bahamut. Bahamut's strength. I want to know. Hold on. I'm gonna. If I looked up on my laptop,
I must have misheard.
phrase.
You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying?
What?
Are you mad?
Mad.
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so deep,
Oh.
but where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer until I saw it standing right in front of me.
Oh.
There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing.
Oh.
All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
The Mothercrystal.
Easy. They're mine from the Mothercrystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind? Well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
It's so interesting to me because there's like elements of other games just in this conversation, right? Like this whole conversation about utilizing the Earth's resources in the crystals reminds me a lot of Seven, right? With the Mako and the life stream. And then this conversation about who's to say they didn't know about the mother crystals doing this reminds me a lot of X and the religion of Yevon and all that stuff there.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
Also, this music's sweet. We love it.
Themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
Aren't you using that? Why'd you just stab your own crystal?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
His Bahamut faith. Ayo.
You could have just said aye.
Yeah. Aren't you using
Nice
that?
to have you aboard all the same.
Interesting. I think Sid would get along really well with Barrett. I think these two would be bosom buddies.
What have I got myself into?
Interesting. So many interesting things just happened there. So a new war of conquest is about to happen against the south. And if I remember correctly, in the south is where the Dalmatians are. So the Dalmatians will have to contend with the Empire now. The Dalmatians have the Iron Kingdom on one side, and now the Empire on this side. Oh man, they might fall. They might fall, and with their dominant not giving a shit about them, they might fall.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known.
And it's interesting that we're starting with Oriflamme.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
Aha.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little mess, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme.
Oh, so that's why they showed us that cutscene. Because we have an opening.
That's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame.
The
And it's
Dame?
the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know
The Dame.
we go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Hey, hello, Gav.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Hurry.
Just following orders.
Oh, look at
I
him.
never took you for the type.
Now he's got
Be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
he's got charm and pizzazz. And he's laughing.
Fine day for a little mischief.
Yay!
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Why?
Just the three of us, then.
Just the three of
It's
us.
the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed.
Oh, it's because he's not a dominant. Sorry, Gav.
One fail? Well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Oh.
I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
I see. They don't take Gav because if they transform, he'll be collateral damage.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance.
They didn't have to fight their dark versions of themselves.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda.
Uh-huh.
And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Clive's like,
Try not to
stop.
find out.
Stop. He's like has a big old blush.
Separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days.
What do you mean?
You two behave now.
Why can't we travel together? Yeah, they didn't need a therapy session to use their icons. I wish I could zoom out and see the entire thing. Oh, no. I see now. Okay, so from my understanding, y'all, this is how it is, right? This is how it is. So, I think the Iron Kingdom is like in this area, and this is Rosaria, right? And this is the crystal there. And then in the south, this is the Dalmatian Empire right here. The Dalmatians. I don't know what this one is. But this one is Oriflamme. This is Oriflamme. And then this one is Walud. I just don't know what this one is. This could be the Dalmatian, and this could be the Iron Kingdom. I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out.
We're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
Killing all the dragons that I come across for the sins of the Sanbreque Empire. Easy enough. Easy enough. Look at that, dude. Oh, wow. This music.
Used to speak of a brothel. But that was north of the checkpoint.
A brothel?
I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Oh, no, you. Are you the dame? I love your fit.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway.
Oh, interesting.
You think you could please me, Clive?
Huh.
You're the dame.
I love the fit, Miss Dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
On a good day.
You can trust me, yes, but
I love her
why would you?
Help you?
Bicep jewelry.
Because that's what we do.
It's like Assassin's Creed, where we turn to the courtesans for their help.
Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so,
Are you
I
a?
make it a point to do the same whenever possible.
Are you a?
Which brings us here.
Are you a bearer? Bearer of bad
The
news?
final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital.
She's gonna put me in a dress like they did for Clive or for Cloud.
I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear.
Aha.
That will do nicely. But... I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Put Clive in a dress. There's gonna be the big dance scene now. When is Clive's big dance number?
Are you gonna buy something or not?
Why, what is this favor?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take.
I'm sure you can like a little foundation, right? A little foundation, a little concealer, a little powder. I think it could be done.
It is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Yes, Mum. Hey, fair enough, fair enough.
Back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up.
What?
Another fucking branded.
Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
Damn.
That wasn't so bad.
They accosted me. What do you mean that wasn't so bad?
They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Alright, alright.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Interesting. God, I love seeing the crystal in the background. Oh, Torgal scared the out of me. The crystal in the background's so cool. Oh, they have a uniform at this brothel.
Company. Tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Didn't even look at her.
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling.
This is a little oddly animated. Ah, fantastic. It's quite the place.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls.
Oh, that's a little bit more serious than I thought.
Several days now.
Okay.
Having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I got you. I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I got this.
I trust you'll do your best.
I got this.
And take this.
The moon and stars.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too...
Is that another tarot thing? I don't know. I don't know much about tarot cards, but I remember in Lost Wing we got the Hanged Man, so I wonder.
Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Yes, ma'am. I like your necklace.
Tatian shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Maybe she killed her. This feels like a true crime episode.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. Already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins on tonight.
Clive's a courtesan now. Make sure I have funds in my bank account for that. Like if I, Mont Games, was picking out my courtesan outfit, you know what I mean? Walking around the streets of this town at night, I would wear this. These colors. Leon! Oh my god! I found him! Leon! Leon! Leon!
Where's your commanding officer branded?
My Leon's never this racist. I wonder, if you put the Leon haircut on this guy, could he look like him?
The bastard's wearing the moon and stars. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
This is Leon and Chris. This is Leon and Chris.
Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt.
Look. This is the Chris that punched the boulder. Fine. Put him up, put him up, put him up.
If it'll put your mind.
Summons Ifrit. This is such an unfair... Whoa! I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know that my my arrow does that.
Alright. So you know one end of a blade from
Leon, you didn't land. I don't think you even swung your sword once, brother.
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon?
Well, hey, you know what? I will take any pleasure, every single time up some racists. Every single time. He didn't even bother doing his roundhouse kick. No way, Leon. Way. This looks like the village. This could be Valdelobos. You know what I mean? If you like squint your eyes really hard, if you put this place at night, this could be where they're keeping Ashley. Like if you squint your eyes at these like villagers ahead of us, you know what? I could see them going, you know, saying the trademarked lines. I hear a star. I think I could be incredibly wrong about this. He kind of looks like David Bowie.
Might I trouble you for some assistance?
It's like the face model, not anything else. Like if I was to take off his little peasant cap, I could kind of see it.
An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Deliver these, but keep them hidden.
I'm delivering meals again. Meals on wheels. I feel like I spend most of my side quest time delivering meals, acting as a server. Hookup Panda says, you have just the prior work experience for this. Exactly. This is perfect for me. If you look at Clive's resume, it's 110% there. Look at that, dude. Look at that. I would love to see this mountain to scale with a raptor. I would love to see this mountain to scale with an icon. Like how tall are our icons compared to this? Oh, you know, I just realized, could it be possible that the Emperor is our Leviathan? Because like I said, there should be one more icon that is unaccounted for, and that is the water icon, which I think is probably going to be Leviathan. So I wonder if that is him, the Emperor.
You're late. What kept you?
Hey.
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy.
Oh, God.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
I don't have time for this. No one orders me around. All right.
All right. Where is he?
My. I see they've sent me a branded with a spy.
Branded?
He's over that way, towards the coast. Go and see that you kill the beast.
Interesting. Okay. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Seem all that worried. Something's not right here.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Clive's nose is tingling here.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
What if I can help it?
Is this a Boy That Cried Wolf reference?
Stay back.
Oh God, he has rabies. Don't let it hit you. Otherwise, I'm gonna get infected. I'm gonna have to get 30 shots in my stomach.
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die.
What?
Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk.
Excuse me?
Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Ah.
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
Slay him, Clive. Slay him. Bring him down, Clive. Come to me, Ifrit. Crushes him. Destroy his house.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame.
Sick.
Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
Confound it! Confound it! Also, look at his foot. You can, if you look at the foot of this guy. Wait, hold on. Look at his foot. You can see the petrification on his foot. Interesting. This poor couple. This poor couple. Clive, can you pose? Can I make Clive pose for this? Clive over the dead bodies. If you've played Kingdom Hearts 3, I want him to do all the things that Sora does when he's taking selfies. When he's like, cheese! Alright.
You, Brandon, come here. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet.
Poor?
The gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me?
How dare you deceive me?
The slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That wretch would be me.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies!
He is giving a little Joffrey.
Brand on your face.
Brand?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those
You tell
bears
him.
You killed. They were people. They felt fear and pain.
Let me just turn to Ifrit now, Clive.
To share in their suffering. You would do well to remember we are not your place.
Let me turn into Ifrit now.
Scaring me. How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
Ugh. Let me just come to me, Ifrit, and then he just, you know.
Wasting my time. I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial.
Good guy, Clive.
Do at least.
Good guy, Clive.
How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them.
Good
Bearers are
point.
tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
There it is.
Is this your doing?
Of course not.
Oh.
Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually.
Well, damn.
With bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? There's two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss.
That is a fascinating instance of a comeuppance. I don't know. Part of me kind of wishes that I got to do it, but I found a really, really fascinating side quest. Anyway, f*** them. They're assholes and degenerates and disgusting. And I hope that whatever wolf is in there is feasting well. Lizette. Oh. Oh my god. It's the little girl from RE2. What's her name? God, little girl from 2. What's her name?
Claire. I let her out of her pen while I did my chores. But she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I'm not gonna lie, little girl, you also look like you're like ripped straight out of Midsummer. Sure.
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try.
Yeah, Sherry. This is Sherry.
She must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
Oh my god. Voice actress. Also, it's interesting to me because, like, look, here's an instance of a child being kind to a bearer. Didn't even mention that he was a bearer. You know what I mean? So, hope for a future generation? Quite possibly.
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything.
Plaything?
Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
Despicable.
The windmill.
Windhill?
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Racist. Racist. I'm sure she learned her lesson after that. Are you the pet?
Chloe.
Hey, watch it.
More brown than white.
Ooh.
Oh, Chloe, are you, girl?
This looks like one of those have you ever seen like those old photos of dogs where it's like, oh god, what's that called? Where it's like before we did all the breeding and the inbreeding and all that stuff of dogs to create like certain breeds. It's like that.
The job.
Is this
I hope they don't mind the interruption.
Is this pet? If they're talking about the pet being this branded, I'm gonna be upset. The white hair!
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
Oh!
What?
Damn
it, I had a huge speech and everything too about how good...
Slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
This horror music in the background.
A plaything. Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
Kick her ass, Clive.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Yeah.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
It's...
They do.
It's her parents' fault. We know that.
Give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
Hopefully Clive, maybe this is how we can change things, by changing the minds of the younger people. But it sucks. It's so... One thing that Final Fantasy XVI has done really well is they've really underlined how much of a societal issue branded are treated. They've really done that really well. Because, like, things like this... Oh, it just makes my skin crawl, dude. It just makes my skin crawl. And to think that, like, people in real life were treated like this as well. Golly. Anyway, I've just slayed her. Oh. Look at her. She's, like, literally in pain. I want to see her hand. Look at her hand. Her hand's literally petrifying. Bro, come on. Her whole leg too? Oh, you're right, look. Look at her leg. It's it's so upsetting. It's terribly upsetting, and like I said, it's always so effective when art imitates life. Tatienne traversed the gutters of humanity for this.
Smells of death here, Torgor.
Oh no.
Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
God. Oh.
Damn it all. Bodies.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
Did they kill each other? Was this a Romeo and Juliet situation?
Tatienne.
Oh, that sucks.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's.
Oh.
Yannick went off to sea every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new comb.
Aww.
Tells the garrison he's gonna
But that's not what
find
happened.
kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to more for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb.
Interesting.
Or a new one. In the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now.
Oh, well, how that's convenient.
Might sound better coming from you.
And see, look at that. We can have an entire conversation.
The comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
We can have an entire conversation with a regular person without him calling me something really mean. I got bad news, sorry.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived.
Oh,
They
great.
said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then?
I'm sorry. I know she, like, considers them like her children or something like that. They consider they consider the dame like a mom. So I wonder if the feeling is mutual.
It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Does not give it to her. Here.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
Wow. Oh, wow. Some sadness. Some badness. Combination.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks.
Is it another
The
comb?
Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
We did know about that.
The same thing.
Yeah, we did know about that.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it?
Fascinating.
Take care, Clive.
Fascinating. All legions? We know he's starting the war, but I think it's just the way that she said it is fascinating to me. I added Joshua's famous quote, world famous quote, "Confound it!" Love, love. My baby, my baby. That's how I feel about him. Beautiful, 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 beautiful boy. That's how I feel about Joshua. Seeing him all grown up, it's like that scene in Mamma Mia where it's like school bag in hand. He leaves home in the early morning, waving goodbye. The main thing I wanted to talk about today, though, was this theory that I have about the two hooded figures. So I think that there are two hooded figures. One is Joshua. One is the one that, you know, was captured with the attendant, and this Joshua revealed himself. I think this Joshua is like Lord Margrace, right? And the other is some sort of omnipotent being, right? And I say omnipotent being because I feel like this Joshua, or this hooded figure, was able to travel to the past, is aware of events in the future because he told Clive that he is destined for great power, and he's also to like appear and disappear at will, like he can in the apothecary. So my theory, my game theory, is that there's two hooded figures. Oh, and I also added Cocoa Puff Panda's vote for a ship with Clive and Sid. I couldn't think of what their ship name is, and I put Clid down, and I giggled for like a billion years. So there's the vote from yesterday by Cocoa Puff Panda. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Hi guys, hi friends, hi amigos.
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
Uh-huh.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
So you...
Which is why we'll be seeking the back door.
I wonder if like Clive has a home here. Not home per se, but like wherever they keep the other bearers. I wonder if he's like, they know him there. They're gonna be like, Clive, is that you? It's like when Cloud went back to Shinra, and then the guy's like, can't wait to tell Kunsel about this. Shout out to Kunsel. I hope Kunsel's in Rebirth. Ooh. This is certainly the Arcadia. Or no, the Arcades. Of this game. Look at this building. Beautiful. The lattice work is impeccable. Interesting. There's certainly a little bit of like a Mediterranean influence here. What?
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a...
She's just getting a hand massage.
Really?
Lady M is over there.
Private.
Bye.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Glass gate.
Where the shards are loaded for transport.
Huh.
That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sanbreque.
But not the most, which is a start.
What is your plan, sir?
I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
He knows everything.
I may have attempted something similar before.
to quote Shinra in X2, I know everything.
But that's not important.
Sid, if the Mothercrystals truly are the cause of the blight...
If? You wound me.
Also, one thing that I think is interesting is that I think the basis of this theory of Sid's is that he sees what's happening to people when they use ether. When ether is transported through the body into the form of magic, and he sees the curse and what's happening, and he's translating that to the earth. It is truly reasoning and logic that Barrett would be proud of.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves.
So true.
They'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end.
Oh.
Raise your voice against them. You're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us?
Now that's certainly the philosophical quandary.
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them.
The expendable argument. Interesting.
This isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way.
Fascinating.
Blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this. Can you?
Fascinating. And it makes sense in order to... the reason why they continue this lie is so that they are in perpetual war. They're in perpetual conquest with one another. And as we know, when a nation is in war, they don't want to vote out their leader. They don't want a change of leadership because that is a moment of weakness. And so I think that's so interesting.
But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comfort? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
I might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain.
The Robin Hood figure.
But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.